And we're live. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to episode 27 of New Beginnings. It's been 2 weeks, hasn't it? Oh, what's this? Major reskin. Oh, Lil. Okay, that's cool. Okay. For those who don't know... Oh, hang on. Cancel. Right. We have completed the event that we were working on. And it's reward time. You get a new paint job, but also we have access to a new hanging ornament, which I think looks quite nice. It's like a roller. Hello, Cyrene and Anna Lavender. Hope you're both having a lovely, lovely Monday. Mine's been fairly meh, so we'll get into that soon, I'm sure. Anyway, yes, sorry for the delay. Hello, Semper Reloaded. Hope you're well. I realised that I was playing Rocket League with Sith and Llama on Twitch. Terra Constructor paint job and Plush Terra Road Roller. That's what I want, the roller. Hello, Otaku Gamer Judas. We've been parked in Romania, haven't we? Look at this truck. Let's do that. Nearest GPS shop. And we'll go straight there. Hello, Karina. Hope you're well. And, what was I talking about? I said a moment. I completely shut down my head. But yeah, we finished the reward. We've got the reward, and so now we can go collect our reward, actually, which I'm kind of excited to get. Because the community finished the reward as well, which is even better, which means we have all of it done. I don't know how long it'll be until Genoa, the bridge, is done. I don't know if that's done now, in fact. I genuinely don't know. Hello, Anne. Hope you're well. But, fingers crossed, it'll be visible soon. Jeez, I feel rusty playing this. There's also a speck of dust on my monitor. I really need to get it off. Now it's gone. Good. So yes, we'll get this little reward thing sorted. Actually, one thing I remember. I was on World of Truck, so I went to go claim the... Look at that colour. Beautiful. Claim the reward, the little plush you get. And I noticed that we had a job at the time. We were halfway through a job delivering marble. But as you can tell, because it's reset us back to Romania, I believe, we don't really have to finish it, which is good. I think I'll be on this side. Oh, we can go. Even better. This way. Good luck, everybody. This lane. So yes, reward completed. We'll get a decent job afterwards. And carry on. Fingers crossed this goes smoothly, to be honest. I've been playing, for those who are interested, of playing American Truck on Twitch, and it went well, I think. So I'm going to do more of that tomorrow on Twitch. I think, yeah, that was good fun driving the Lone Star. It was a fun truck, bit easier than my Kenworth, and hopefully, we'll be able to keep doing it over there. Because I like doing, like, for example, we're doing Assassin's Creed on Thursdays, and doing okay with that. But I do enjoy doing the truck driving. I'd like to increase how much I stream over there, so hopefully we can get that done. You can go first. And fingers crossed, I'll get a better schedule sorted out for there as well. So we can be more active on that site. Because realistically, I'm only going to stream here once a week. So I should spend any other time I can streaming on Twitch. Oh, hang on a second. Anna, I watched an hour or so of cute animal rescue videos earlier. That is adorable. To get over the kitty in the microwave. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but it's a recurring theme. It's starting to do my head in. And we do not, in American Truck, have the Texas expansion. No, I'm referring to the Lone Star Truck. International... I can't remember the rest of it. IDF, isn't it? I don't know. I do hope the kitten animal rescue videos helped. There are some very sick people out there, and quite frankly, they all need help before it's too late. And that's the entire point, really. But yes, my intention is to stream a bit more there. But stick to one a week here, of course. Because I do enjoy this game. And also, we've only done 2 streams with this truck. Or was it 1? I think we've only done 1. If we don't include the one where we obtained the truck. Then we got plenty more to do. Ooh, that's bumpy. I'm okay with that. I blame you personally. I do too, Semper. I do too. I think everyone's just type hashtag blame Meg in the chat. And we'll be good. Golden, in fact. But yeah, I'll update the schedule. I was meant to have updated the schedule on Twitch anyway. But I completely forgot to. How did you like the photo of Appa I sent you on Twitter yesterday? It was beautiful. Angel the Menace. Hi. Hang on, Angel. Angel, are you the one that has the son? The little boy you called Alpha? If that's you, then yes, I do remember. Because you used to laugh a lot, I believe. You had a friend called Tiff. If that's you, hi. If it's not you, hi. The answer would be no then at that point. How much further to this place? Nyeh. I want my plushie in my truck. I'd suggest... Thanks, Amagon. That works. Oh, God. This is bumpy. I'm starting to suffer from instant regret. But at least we're making progress. You have 2 kids now. Congratulations. I hope your 2 children are happy and healthy, and I hope you are too. No lives matter except kitty cats. That seems fair. That seems fair. I'm okay with that. Right, let's get this plush for the truck. So basically it'll be a hanging ornament to go where the home trucker thing in there is. And it's just what we... Oh, jeez, itchy eye. Hello, Lulu Bell. Hope you're well. Truck configurator, that works. Interior. Bye-bye to the home trucker. Right, where's the plush? Here somewhere. Oh, there you are. There's our new... that's what we unlocked. All that effort for the Genoa bridge for that. Worth it. Wait. Oh, we have DAF curtains. Should we put DAF curtains? Let's have DAF curtains. I also like we've got some DAFs here. That's basically my truck there. DAF plush. DAF mug. Can we do better on this one? I mean, you've got so many to choose from. Oh no, that's the first one I've earned, I think, actually. I kinda like this one, so I'm gonna stick with it. Yeah. Alright. I really don't see the point, but okay. Are there any exclusive DAF things? No, there aren't. That's sad. What's this? That's the accessory slot. Anything else I can change? Don't think there is. Do I have any money? I have money. Okay, we're alright. Oh, that's the one I've got over there. Okay. We have one of these. Okay, hang on. Shouldn't I put a few? Oh no, I have one over there. One over there. Should I put a DAF one on here as well? Let's find a DAF one. Do I have a DAF one? Don't think there is a DAF one, is there? Oh, there is. DAF pennant right there. We'll go with that. Okay, confirm the order. Hello, Karma. It is a fabulous plushie. Yes. Yes, I'm very happy with that. That was well worth the... there was a paint job as well, but in reality, I don't want the paint job because I quite like this colour. And I don't want to be mucking around with a paint job to get that colour again. We'll just do a freight market because I haven't got my trailer. So, here, where are we going to go? Well, there's a distance. Chimney systems. Ooh, SUVs. We'll do this one. Cars. That's a good one. It's only 723 kilometers, so it's a decent one. Hello, Stina. Hope you're well. How long do we have? Plenty of time. Let's turn this truck around. Are my lights on? I don't think they are. They were not. Look at that curtain. Looks fantastic. Hello, Stephen. Hope you're well, mate. I will sort out that server thing you mentioned after the stream. I would have done it sooner, but I was playing Rocket League with Sip and Llama, and that was well, that was a lot of fun actually. I was quite enjoying that because it was just stupid. Win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. It's our pattern. At least you know we're going to win. At least. Oh, okay. Be like that truck. We might be here for a while. Or not. See ya. Fungus. Sorry, that was the most inopportune thing. My apologies. Just lucky I got my tissue up to my face in time. Okay. And yes, that amazing server thing. Yes, they're amazing, not terrible at all. Wait, hang on. I feel like I've missed something. I do apologise. Hello, Aslihan. Hope you're well. Right. In here. Oh no, this bit here. Much better. Thank you for that. It's very kind of you to all say. Didn't mean to sneeze. It was very rude of me. Waiting for the obligatory yawn. Freight. That one. Okay. I cycled 8 kilometers to and from my dad's yesterday, so I got a good workout, even though cycling is second nature because you're Dutch. That's pretty cool. I think I walked about... Well, actually in one walk I think I did 30... Okay, I walked a bit further. Cycling's... Yeah, I like cycling. I don't have a push bike anymore at the moment, though. I wish I did. That'd be kind of cool. And Rocket League was fun. You would know, Lulubel, because you were there. I hope that workout suffices for now, by the way. 8 kilometers is not a bad warm-up. We're good. When I'm playing this, I've become acutely aware of others that now stream this, and I'm immediately reminded of how horrific some drive, and feel truly blessed that while I might have been that bad at some point, at least I'm not as much now. But it does, because of the way because I was watching someone else play it recently, and their driving has been was so bad. But it was funny because of how bad it was. That's yeah. Makes me feel a lot better about the quality of driving I guess I do in this. Although it's not really driving. The chat has changed so much. Like, where's Grace or Banter? Banter Bus, I believe he's changed it to Daddy Banter Bus now. He had reappeared once. And Grace, if memory serves, is in Italy, studying. I don't know if she's still there, but that's where she was, I do remember. Yeah, my crashes, by comparison, are pretty damn good. None of these help me at all, do they? No. Alright. But yeah, that's what I remember. I do think some others went and did other things, which is great. As long as they're happy. It's all that matters, really. Turn that off. And... yeah, so I believe that's what happened. Although, I don't generally make it a point to go and find out why everyone comes and goes, because that's not really... I don't know. It's not really a point that I need to. I'm not obsessed enough. That makes. It sounds very rude. For me to make it a point to go and find out why aren't you watching me? How dare you not give me attention? But I do know why they are no longer about, at least. Ashleyhan, I'm actually wide awake, oddly enough. I might not sound as fully energetic. I do apologise. Oh, there's the obligatory yawn. My apologies. No, I'm actually okay today, oddly enough. It's been a semi-good day. You're here for the first time in a while, you're insulted. Well, blame Angel, she didn't notice you. Ask Senpai to notice you. Are we going fast enough? Is it 80 here? It's 80. Yeah, life moves on. That's the point, I think. I don't really take offence either. I'm just grateful people turn up. Yeah. And we go from there, really, which is good. Yeah, that is creepy. Exactly. It is creepy. I agree. Which is why I don't do it. I'm just fortunate in the context of those two that I vaguely knew what Bantabus was doing through another person, and I had spoken to Grace before anyway. Let's see. This must be a nice, easy delivery. Angel can be blamed for nothing. That sounds like a challenge. Let's see. So how has everyone been today? I hope you've all had a moderately busy or good Monday. I know some people complain about it because it's the start of the week. I don't do that myself, but I think the worst day of the week for me is Thursday, because it's right in the middle. I don't care for it. Working on a secret project. That's pretty cool. Secret projects are always good projects. I like that. Oh, yeah, the yawn. They certainly pick their moments, don't they? Which is precious. I was sorting out a listing for Etsy. There will be some new squid plushes, but Alex said he's going to learn to crochet anyway and learn to make the bears himself, which is fantastic for me, my sister especially. But the ones we currently have, because of the cost, it's just easier for me to list them on my Etsy, which is his suggestion, not mine. And then that money can all go to my sister. But what I'm going to do is, once I've created the listing, he'll have it first, so his patrons get first dibs. And that way, we're in a position where they can then buy them up first. And, yeah, hopefully they'll go quickly. And that should do quite well to boost the new kitchen fund, as it's being dubbed, which is quite nice, along with hopefully getting some squid plushes done by the end of the month as well, because I think they'll do quite well as well. And yeah, I also have to ship out one that was, well, they had received, it had been sent, but they never received it. And that, I'll be honest, after 113 orders that we've done so far, one not arriving or two, that's actually not bad. Sick, and my mum wants me to get rid of the weeds in the garden. No E on rid. I'm sorry to hear that. F for Stina. Day's been good. New modelling job, which is my first ever job. Congratulations. I hope it works out wonderfully for you. I had an okay day. Tomorrow is going to be great. I'm getting a new tattoo. Hey. Yes, tattoo's cool. Well, on anyone else but me. I'm not really a tattoo person myself. I know somebody who has a lot of tattoos that are not complete. In fact, I think that's an odd quirk of theirs. So please tell me your tattoo will at least be a finished product. Or aimed to be finished. Oh jeez, that was a bit fast. I'll slow that down. No, turn that off. Ah, nice and simple. Let's have a look at the map first. Fuel stop there. Oh, we got plenty of time. Yeah, we're fine. Being a trailblazer. If you had to get a tattoo, what would it be? I couldn't answer. I don't know. I'm very, very adamant on this. I will never get one because I don't like them. The if thing is quite a tricky one because I know the point of saying, but what if? But I'm not tempted in the first place, so I'd have to think of something that, what would I want to put on myself, you know? And I genuinely don't have an answer. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure I can answer. That's all I can say, I'm afraid. Because it's just not... I can't reason or rationalise putting one on myself anyway. But I do like looking at them on other people. They look cool. Just not something I've ever thought of doing for myself. Hey, Littlies. Hope you're well. Meg has a My Little Pony tattoo logo tattooed on his scrotum. If I ever asked you to look at my brain again, could you please not reveal that detail? I'm Cthulhukin, not a squid, Karina. That's hate speech. In all seriousness, I'm not interested. I think do all my sisters have tattoos? I think they do. I think all three of them have tats. I think my dad even has one, and he's terrified of needles, which is a big deal, to be honest. But I'm just not. Yeah, I'm just not interested, really. That was underwhelming, Meg. I do what I can. It's just not really. I don't know. It's not something that interests me. I'd rather look at art than look at myself with art. Why don't I just pay for it on a piece of paper or a PNG file that usually makes up the art that's my avatar or my backgrounds, which I look at far too much, but mostly because I have to work with them. You could get your name tattooed on your backside and get free drinks when you bet with people that you say, I have your name tattooed on my butt. Oh, blimey, I could feel that tipping then. That was strange. That is not a bad idea, to be honest. Let's move that over here, move that up a little bit. And on we go. Right. Honk. That sounds like a musical instrument. No, it sounds like a pitch pipe. That's what it is. Those people who don't know what a pitch pipe is, it's what you used to tune a guitar before electric tuners became a thing. Not the easiest to use, but oh well. I've still got mine from my very first guitar. I've never actually used it to tune my guitar, though. But at uni, when my housemate, or one of them, he went to tune my guitar with it, my acoustic. He snapped the G, which annoyed me because I didn't have a spare of that at the time. The only one I had a spare of was the high E. My tattoos have meaning for me, that's why I had them. Only on paper isn't enough. Sorry, that's why having them only on paper isn't enough. Right. I'll take your word for it. It's just not something that interests me, to be honest, with tattoos. But I'm not going to judge those that have tattoos. Never have. And Lulubelle, that's not the worst idea, to be honest, having a name tattooed and all that. I'll turn those off. That's a bit bright. Stina. I want to get my old dog, who we said farewell to last summer, in profile behind my ear. Oh, that is cute. That is very cute. I like the sound of that. Yeah. Yeah, you should definitely do that. Let's see if I read any. I can't remember the last time I looked at my two tattoos. Don't get any, Meg. Not going to. So you're all right. I have no intention of it. Someone had suggested in the past I go in here first and go to sleep. That I get tattoos of things related to my channel or something. I'm just like, why? I legitimately don't need to. And why do that when I could just not? which is so much easier. Again, not judging those that do, it's more my personal choice. To be honest, it's not my idea. My friend has it, and he gets free drinks all the time. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Although that is pretty cool, to be honest. That is pretty cool. I would say I'm envious, but I'm not so much envious. I think it's clever. But I wouldn't say no to free drinks. That's better. What's your zodiac sign? You give me Capricorn vibes. Which one's Capricorn? I don't pay attention to... I've had this before, Angel, in the chat. Where we've been talking about star signs, and I pay so little attention to it. I think somebody actually got offended because I don't really care about star signs that much. And yeah, others then pounced on it with their view, and they were also quite disparaging, and it, yeah, may have upset somebody. I don't know if it's saying in English, but Swedish is a saying that goes, you're going to go in front of me, aren't you? Yeah. Figured you... No, oh, come on. Stop doing that. I'm going to crash into you. I'm legitimately going to hit you if you slow down. Go on, get stuck behind him. I'm now going to hit you. Hope you're happy. Bye. Nope. 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 They brought that on themselves. Actually, yeah, what does Foxmandia mean? I have 4 dog paws with lines between them on my forearm. Each paw has a colour representing my dogs I now have. That is very cool. Yeah. Life is short, there are worse things. I'll take your word for it. I lack piercings anymore. I only had the one to begin with, and I never really cared for it. I don't have tattoos. I don't know. I don't know what is the escalation on that, because it's not really something I've ever considered. Again, with the whole me not really doing things like that, because it's not really in my nature. Let's slow this down to 50. Oh, 49. I'll take 49. Road rage activated. I'd honestly bet my life that you're one if your birthday is between the 21st December and 21st January than you are. Alright, well, good to know. I don't believe in the star signs thing, as I'm apparently balanced, calm and sensible as a Libra. I am the opposite. Duly noted. My personal choice is now hate. Yes. What is wrong with you, Meg? Keep up with the times. I do try. But it's just easier to be indifferent and apathetic. Hello, Gimpy. Hope you're well. You're obsessed with star signs. I get that. That's fair. It's not my thing, but I'm not going to judge anyone else that has that as a thing. Look at that. Look at that roller. It looks cool. What a cool looking plush. I kind of want one. Looks nice with the DAF one. Ah, stretch. Gotta crack my back. Ah, so much better. Are we indicating in here? We are. If you don't believe in them, that's fine. Live your best life. Exactly. Again, down to the whole not judging thing. Not gimpy. You really are, though. One day I'm going to do it so much, you're going to change your channel name to that. You're even going to introduce yourself as Gimpy in all your videos. Yee. Hello, Littlies again. Thought you were here already. Maybe there's an imposter in the chat. Maybe that's the imposter. Only one way to find out, I guess. Someone break out the Thunderdome. Right, nice and steady. It means that the person who has the fox behind the ear is clever and cunning. Oh, is it? I did not know that. That is cool. That is very cool. You could just get the word baldric put there, though. Yeah, does that make sense? I mean, baldric's pretty cool. Oh, you were saying hi to Keith, aka Gimpy. Gotcha. You could have said hi, Gimpy, which would have made more sense than saying hello again. But I could be wrong. Can I go now? Yeah, I'm going now. Good luck. Right. Let's see. I've got to say, these, is this Romania still? Their speed limit changes are insufferable. To the point I'm changing down from 80 to 50 every minute. And I've barely covered any distance. Not that I have to go too far, really, but it's still quite irritating, I have to say. Is he from Blackadder? He is. It seems appropriate. He is very cunning. Oh. Pringles and porridge? Sounds like to me you got dipping sauce, mate. Did I just do the correct thing? Oh, there's the train. At least I see it for once. I hope your porridge and Pringles is absolutely smashing and totally delicious. That was disappointing. I was hoping... Really? The moment I get here? Grumble. Actually, I can go forward a little bit more. Oh, now I can wait. Yes. Yes. Right. Can we, like, make some headway? Fika in the hole. Oh, she's asking for Fika. Nice. Wait, you're freezing? I thought it was summer over there at the moment. My mistake. If you're cold, you can have some of the bloody heat over here. Although it's not too hot, it's still, you know, warmth, and I don't want that. Can I go fast? I can't go faster yet. Okay. There we go. Oh, now you've changed. It keeps changing from 50 to 80. It's quite annoying. Mostly because of how long it takes me to get up to 80. You're going to change down to 50 again, aren't you now? Yeah. See? Oh, this is so irritating. Oh, never mind. You have to do secret stuff. Enjoy doing your secret stuff. Since Meg won't even give a cinnamon bun crumb. Oh, that is true. Which is a very odd thing to say. I hope your secret things go to plan. And, yes, have a lovely evening. Let's see. Can I do 80 yet? Oh, I can. Cool. This is nice. On, off, on, off, on, off. Weirdly, the main roads in this are 100 kilometers an hour. Oh, look, more accommodation. I wonder what the speed limit's going to be. Yeah. Ah. What would happen if you drive faster than allowed? You get speeding tickets, and they've changed the system to make them incremental. So originally, they'd start at a lower price, but the more you get, the higher the price, and they keep going up. Heatwave is coming though. Not looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm not either. Since I work on my computer and my room gets quite warm because of it, ideally I need to stay as cool as possible. We have the aircon upstairs and I've got my air cooler in my room. Normally it's on the landing, pumping the air from the air conditioner into my room. So Sorry, obligatory yawn. My apologies. So with that, it stays cool enough, except for in the evenings, because the sun's on my windows and my niece is in bed, so the aircon is off. We've not worked out a system where that could, in fact, be beneficial just yet, but we are working on it. Okay, let's do 90. Oh, I can't take the exit. Nice. Nice. Alright. Alternate route. Very well. But yeah, speeding tickets is what it is. And that's not really a huge issue, but I don't make much money in this game in the first place. To get this truck, I had to take out a, what, a 400,000 euro loan? Was that it? Let's have a look. Let's find out. I took out a loan, I know that. Yeah, 400,000. We've got 68 days worth to pay, that much. If we made the money back, I could cancel it, that'd be great. I'm more than happy to do that as well, because the sooner it's gone, the better, and the sooner we got to get rid of it, the sooner we can, you know, get on with things, and maybe get one other driver. I don't know. I'm not really interested in expanding the business. It's more, let's just take... oh, thank you, Stina, for the 25 Swedish krona. That's very generous of you. I'll put it aside for your cinnamon bun crumbs. Yes. The other fines you can get: no headlamps or headlights, and no avoiding sleep, driving the wrong lane. They also all increase incrementally. So yeah, your grass is too long. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope your lawnmower does arrive soon. If in your country things are starting to resume back to normal-ish, then fingers crossed. Here things have almost, which is good. If it does, great. If it doesn't, oh well. No real loss on my part. It's just part and parcel. I did get a message from my local gym indicating that things were changing. Things were changing, and that in the sense that they're looking to reopen, and that's a huge deal. And I'm really genuinely happy about that, because I really want to go back. I want to I want to double down and just smash it. Semper, breaking news: Mixer just announced that they are shutting down. Are they? Okay. Do people still use Mixer? I know that people like Ninja went there, and well, he still has a massive Twitch channel, so you can just go back if that's the truth. I never used Mixer. I only ever went on it because one of my former patrons, she used to shill her Mixer streams. Her channel name is Mythical Pearl, by the way. You should go and give her a follow. I'm going to hit somebody. Yeah, I'm going to hit somebody. My brakes just didn't want to work. Good to know. You can go now. Cool. But yeah, I only ever used it for that. I think I did originally create it to follow somebody who shall now be known as a literal nobody, because he was playing video games and he for some reason went on Mixer instead of any other channel. Hello Sabina, hope you're well. But yeah, I don't really have an opinion on Mixer if it is actually gone, unless you're joking, in which case, alright. They are moving all their streamers over to Facebook Gaming. They are partnering. LOL. Mixer didn't last long, did it? Oh well. The funny thing there is, Mixer apparently had a better set of rules than things like Twitch. But if that's the case, with going up with Facebook, linking up with them, yeah, they're going to have to obey Facebook's rules, and Facebook's rules are bad. Oh, the speed limit changing. It's going to make this delivery so damn long. But at least it makes it interesting, I guess. We're allowed to travel. We are allowed to travel in Sweden as long as we are symptom-free and respect social distancing. That's pretty cool. Hopefully then that continues and Sweden is also back up and running soon. Hopefully not too much damage was done to your economy, although I'm pretty sure much like any other country, damage was definitely done in some manner. How they're going to rectify it, any government that is a mystery to me. Because I think austerity has to realistically come back to even stand a chance. And that puts more people out, which is not great. Fingers crossed that things change. Ah, back up to 80 again, I see. Nice. It's okay, Stina, I got the spelling part. I realised the moment I read were allowed to travel. It's all good. Let's see. Is that 80? Close enough. 79. I'll take it. I'll probably have to go down again in a second anyway, because I see more buildings up ahead. Are we going to have to drop... Oh, we're at 70. Only at 70? Okay. 70. I'll take it. It's, at least a bit faster. Am I in Hungary if I'm in 70? I don't recall going across a border. And since we're going quite close to it anyway... no, we're nowhere near it. We can't be. Anyway, so I'm going to detail what I did today, because I was semi-productive. I got up at 7:30. I probably got up earlier, actually, because one of my nieces was making noise. It was, even though we had a bit of a party yesterday for the niece, one of them, whose birthday was yesterday, her birthday is actually today, so stood around while she opened her presents with her sister, banned from going near them because she likes to tell people how to play with things, along with... She just wants to she wants to touch things that aren't hers. That's the thing, and I get it because my sisters were like that when they were kids. And so I did watch that, and then I went for a walk. I don't. How far did I go? I'll tell you in a second. Actually, I'll see an incremental increase. Nice. See how far I went. Come on, phone, unlock. Yes, I'm using my phone while driving because I'm on a straight. Let's have a look. That does not help me. That tells me how long I walked. Okay, the first one was 7.65 kilometers and the second was 6.17 kilometers. I went for 2 walks. I only go for the second one once I finish making content, and then I naff off for a bit and go and do that. It probably would have been longer, but I couldn't be bothered. Crash, 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 indeed. Sorry to disappoint you, of course. Last thing I want to do is do that for you. I've crashed twice already, to be fair, Keith. Buy her cinnamon buns. I can't do anything until Wednesday. So that's not happening. But I will... actually, no, she doesn't... Okay, the niece in question wouldn't eat them. We've discovered the 3 girls that live here, the nieces, they all have very different taste buds. One likes things very plain, one likes things very sour, and one likes things very sweet. This Twig is the one that likes things very sweet. The youngest one, who barely eats her dinner, is the one that likes things sour. The birthday girl likes things very plain. She keeps excitedly saying, "Oh, I love sauce, but then after a bite of sauce, she's like, "Nah, it's too spicy, Uncle." Right? Am I trying to lose weight? No, I'm just... There's no gym. I need something to do. I don't mean to sound rude when I answer, by the way. I'm so bored. I don't have work beyond YouTube, and I can't sit at my computer all day. I'll be honest. So, you mentioned I'll live up to Pete's crashes. That's a fair point. But interestingly, and if David was in the chat, he'd be able to confirm this, I never, ever crashed like Pete. Ever. Unless somebody had donated a stupid amount of money to me to do it. And I think it's because I don't know. I played Euro Truck Simulator 1 for a bit. And that's, I just... It was keyboard and mouse. It's not difficult. if things are too sensitive, turn the settings. It's not difficult. Gyms could be open starting the 4th of July. Yes, that's what I'd heard. That's what I've heard. But I think mine being a small one, it'll be tricky because they need people to go. They really do. There goes a crash for you. I think it'd be very sad too, because I think they'll have to do appointments, and I don't know if I can. I can only go at a specific time of day, if that makes sense. Midday is the best time for me, because once I've done it, I can go and I can go and do work. But if I have to book an appointment, then I can't realistically commit to that. So I'm not sure how it would work. To find the I think someone donated £100 once just for me to crash, like to find a car and full on head-on crash into them. That's what the stupid amount was. That's what they did. Otherwise, I don't generally make it a point to crash. Your gym is open. I'm not surprised you wouldn't go though, because you're kind of the type to not go if you don't have to, which you've mentioned because you like to do things yourself. Thinking about getting a rowing machine if I can find a small stash away. I used to have one at uni. I quite enjoyed that because obviously you used it in various different ways, and it was a lot of fun because you could really feel like you really felt like you were getting something done. Lucky I stopped in time. Ding 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 ding. Yeah, that's what it was. You would remember this, Stephen. I think it was Adam that did it. Blade? Yeah, I think it was Blade that did it. Because that's what they did. But that was a while ago. And yeah, that was funny, but I don't know, I'm not really yeah. Oh god. Am I gonna go? Cool. But I'd prefer the gym to be open. I kind of need, I need it. I need that other area of workout kind of thing going. I need that additional thing because I'd still go for 2 walks. I think it works for me. But add the gym to that, I'd be absolutely enjoying that. I had a rowboat, loved it. Storm destroyed it. I'm sorry to hear that. Hello, Squirtle. Once the borders are opened, I could easily donate that amount of money. That's very thoughtful. But you don't have to donate anything. It's very kind, though, to say. I'm sure I'm not the only person that wants their gym opened. But genuinely, I really enjoy going. Do I need to be in that lane, or am I okay here? I think I'm okay here. No, I'm not, am I? I'm not okay. Oh, hang on, am I? Good luck, everybody. Wait, hang on. Am I going the right way? This is such a tricky... walks must suffice. Exactly, and yes, it was only 100, yes, Stephen. The walks seem to do the trick. I mean, it's still only 20,000 steps, I think. Yeah, pub opened. That's cool, Russian bot, and hello, Russian bot. I do apologise for not saying hello earlier if I didn't. I need to really pay attention. These customs checks in Romania, Bulgaria and Turkey are an absolute ball ache to understand. Because they make bugger all sense to me. They're such a mess as well. We've only got cars. What do you think I'm doing? Smuggling people in the trunks or in the tyres, perhaps? Do you want to go slash them? You're a bum, Karen. I can tell you're a Karen. A very manly looking Karen, but a Karen nonetheless. All gyms are open. That is pretty cool, to be fair, Semper. That is very cool. I'm very jealous of that. Sadly, mine closed the moment the country had to issue a lockdown, and that sucks. But I understood it. But after 3 months of grinding, I was really enjoying it. I think I kept telling everyone it was it shredding season or something? Is what I was telling people. Sadly, that had to come to an abrupt close. But I could very much appreciate the additional workout, because it's just mostly upper body stuff I can't do here. This house, I can't store things to do that. Here in Germany, the gym's open for weeks now, but you're supposed to wear a mask, but from what I hear, nobody is really doing that, so yeah, great. I don't know how you can do that, wearing a mask while in the gym, because if you're building up a sweat anyway, you're blowing out of your backside, and if you're using the treadmill, what are you meant to do? If you sweat, please wring it off outside. Or have a shower at the moment a single drop of sweat passes your brow. It's just, it makes no sense. I get take precaution and all that, but the mask thing will get quite expensive quite fast. I'm not sure it's possible, let's go with that. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Let's go. Oh, you're actually... Nope. I'm going to overtake you now. Benefits with being me is that I don't need the gym to be open, because you're going to crash into me. Yeah, see, I knew you bloody well would. I knew you were going to do that, Renault. You're predictable. To be open because I don't need to use it. Hey, flexer. I've seen people do that too, to be fair, Karma. And I get, I don't know, I'm not comfortable with them. Showering is not allowed. That'll be unfortunate because the gym I go to has a shower on site, so that'll be out of the question. Bye, Squirtle. I'm not sure I'm okay with the wearing a mask in the gym thing. I quite like looking at the people who are working out while I'm working out, just because I like the look on their face when they're straining. Like they're gonna crap themselves. You know it's gonna happen. Just push a little harder. I am worried though to an extent, because having not gone for such a long time, all those, and I don't want to say gains, but all that work is undone. So the upper body's going to suffer a bit muscle-wise. Legs, not so much. Never an issue. I think the leg press, I was easily hitting the maximum amount of weight it could do anyway, which I think was 220. This one had in the gym, only 220 pounds, which is not bad. And the leg, leg extension, that is. Leg press is the other one. Oh, you add the weights to it, and I had that on 200 kilos anyway, so it's not, it's not bad. Was it leg extension is the... No, it's leg extension is the 220 pound thing. And the leg press was the sit near on the floor kind of thing. I quite like that, actually. That and the... Not overly fond of the prone leg curl. I hate that one. Weirdly, for my legs, that's my weakest one. Like standing calf raise, fine, pretty high, maybe 150 pounds easily. What was? Prone leg curl, 90 at most for 3 sets of 15. Because apparently they're very weak on my legs, which I think is quite funny to me, considering how strong the rest of my legs are. Never mind. I'm sure when they're all done and back up and running, I can get back into the groove. Because I was quite enjoying it. I go Monday to Friday, go for an hour a day. That was what I was doing, and I was really enjoying that. I kind of earned the respect of them as well, because I was going every day. Okay, except for the weekend. But I'll be honest, you need a day off anyway. And I'd still do the walking. So it was really, beneficial. I miss it. Fingers crossed it all, gets back up and running soon, so I can, just get on with it, really. Because I'm genuinely limited here. And that sounds like an excuse, but it's really not. You try doing anything when there are 3 children home all the time, 3 grown adults, 4 dogs, a whole bunch of cats, in a very small house. The only space I have is my own room, and yeah, that's what everyone who says it skips leg day says. Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah, leg day for me was Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Never skipped. It's just prone leg curl was the weakest, which was a weakness. You're going to wait until the second wave has come and gone. That's fair. I think I'm just going to go when it opens and go until it shuts. Keep going. As long as I'm able to make content as usual and stick to this sort of routine I've got now, I'll be honest, I'm fine with that. I just want the gym back. I do need to... obviously, when it is open, work out the best timing for me. Because if I go for a walk in the morning, I need to make sure that, I come back, get on with the work that I have planned, go to the gym, come back, do more work if it's one of those days where I'm uploading twice, and prepare notes for videos the next day, which is simple enough. Yeah. And hello, Laura. Hope you're well. Training outside though, I've seen a few people on my walks actually. There was this PT and he had one person with him, and after all these weeks of lockdown, now has 4 people training on the seafront nearly every day actually, which is very cool and great that they're doing the social distancing, they're getting the workout in, and yeah, they're making progress, which is great. I think so. For a while. Oh. Well, you slowed down, so I'm overtaking. Bye. I'm sorry that, it's not been a thing for a while. I hope you do get back into your team. Stina, you're back. Welcome back, Stina. Yes. Let's see. Think if I can be accused of skipping anything. Sorry, excuse me. It's probably arms. I don't generally work out my arms that much. It's not because I don't need to. I just don't know. Never really taken interest in working them out that much. But I will once this is all back up and running. I'm going to sort out workouts for every day. Because I think it'd be better to be more focused. Let's go with that. CNN says that's murder. Do they? Lol. Oh dear. I'm already tired. That's not good. I wasn't tired when I started, by the way. I do promise. I was not tired. For some reason I'm just getting worn out already. Maybe it's the heat from today. It's fine. Lesson learned and all that. I will persevere regardless. We should be in Hungary with this delivery now. 700 kilometers only took an hour. It would have been quicker had the speed limits not changed so many times. He just works out them juicy thighs. Stop looking at my thighs, Laura. I have other things you can look at. You should be ashamed of yourself. There we go, 50, much better. I do not see the sentence correctly. Oh, hang on, you're talking about the conversation you're having with Anna, is it? Yes. Nope, next one. Right. Can I go? Don't see anyone there, and I don't see anyone here. Oh, wrong side. Picks. You've got the picks. You just need to look at the right thing. They're called tentacles. Exactly. I don't know why you keep looking at my legs when there's a perfectly good set of tentacles. Yeah, there. Don't you dare go. Oh. You suck. I do like that plush though. My new hanging ornament is beautiful. Resplendent. You know, foreplay with you, Laura, is apparently very hard. I'd be down for it. Get a hammer. Let's go. Oh dear. Let's see. Is this it? Post bed? Yes, it is. Ah, good. We should be on time as well. Right. It's simples. Yeah, money. Nicely done. Oh yeah, we have skill points and I haven't spent them. I could be doing so much, like far longer deliveries or higher value. Nah. Let's find another job. Oh, hang on. Do I need to sleep first? Who cares? That's a delivery and a half. What is that? High-tech device. It looks like a wagon wheel. Giant silo. My truck can't do these, by the way. I just wanted to show them. To Bucharest, we're not doing that. Lublin. Ah, right. No. Ostrava. Yes, we'll do Ostrava because this has checkpoints, toll booths here, and this one, lots of speed limit changes. So we'll do Ostrava. I feel like I've missed something in the chat. I do apologise. Let's do this one. Nice and simple. Turn. Perfect. We're going left. Nice. Nice and simples. Oh, he's getting tired. Grumble. I think I'm going to have to take a risk and put my guy to sleep regardless. I don't get a choice in the matter. And hopefully if he survives it and the job is still there, I'll just park across the lanes because I'm really, really good at this. Yep. If it's still there, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Freight market. Still is. 3 hours. 50. Okay, we've got plenty of time. We're golden. Turn the lights off. And make our way to the next one. Is it a U-turn? It is. Right. In that case then, good luck everybody. Let's go with that. And straight across? Yes. Is it straight across? Oh, it is. Okay. I can see the job from here. Perfect. That will... oh. Sorted. Think. Oh, yeah. It's just going to get this. Oh. Much better. Okay. Perfect. We'll take it and be on a merry way. Oh, there are a few jobs like that. Okay. Off we go! Yee. It's okay, I've already given... Oh wait, you're referring to... Oh, you're having separate conversations, okay. I wondered why I was getting confused for a second there. Okay, I will focus on the driving. But yeah, back to what I was doing. So, I had to work on notes for the main channel video today because I didn't do it yesterday. And what I did first was go through my current notebook, and I scrolled through and found any pages that I hadn't used. And I put little, what are those, bookmarks, but the removable, like, tabs you can get onto 4 pages, I think, within this entire book. And once I'd done that, then I started using those up, because I was writing over the weekend for the exhibition of stupid people on Andy Warski, and I've got like 1, maybe 2 full pages left in the book, and so going back through it to find empty pages benefits me in the long run, because yeah, I get to use the book for one topic without running out, or having to continue the topic on another book, which is a legitimate concern to me, because I don't think it's a good idea to have more than one book with one topic you're intending on covering in. And so now that that is now that that's sorted out, I can hopefully carry on with the Warski thing, because I'm still working on the timeline. I don't know the full order of things, so I'm going to watch a few videos as well, and hopefully I'll have a timeline knuckled down, which is good. My intention was to get it done for Thursday, but I haven't even started recording or editing, so I'm not entirely certain if I can. But you never know. I might get this done. Oh, you're going because Alex? That's all good. It's all good, Anne. Enjoy the premiere. And thank you for being here. And so I will continue writing notes. Hopefully tomorrow. I've got to write one video tomorrow and do some recording for Keith or Gimpy. I need to record something for her, and then I can focus on Andy Warski. Oh, game has tapped me out. Nice, thanks game. It shouldn't take too long to finish the timeline, I guess, but I can't guarantee it. And I don't know. I really want to get it done. I'm in a bit of a weird bind at the moment though, because I recently went to upload today's main channel video, and it said of the last 13 videos I uploaded, only 1 was successful in getting through monetization. And I looked through and realised actually that's wrong, because actually it's about half and half actually. They've just only done it for ones that I've challenged, and not ones that I've not bothered challenging after 24 hours or something. So there's no point. It doesn't generally gain much in the way of viewership after 24 hours anyway. The ones that get hit, though, on that list were all, in my mind, incorrect. This week at Twitter, all of them were because of me, they claimed, intentionally inciting hate upon a protected group. And yet in each video I didn't do that. I called out people for doing that, which is funny. Halls of Injustice I don't challenge. I never challenge it. I did last week, but only because the Hashrock Palmer one in my mind was good, because I was very careful, and I addressed it solely as it was, in the sense of this is fraud. That's all it is. There's nothing else to it. Today's, as far as I'm aware, hasn't been demonetized yet. I could quickly check on my phone, but I don't believe it has been, because if it is, I'm not going to contest it because I don't want to. Yeah, it's still not demonetized, but it's not doing great, which they never do over 24 hours anyway, but it's doing well enough. The exhibition of stupid people normally does okay, but last week's only got monetized on Sunday, so after 13,000 views. Nice. That was nice. That's the best bit. It takes so long for them to do it. But that got approved. Halls of Injustice last week got approved. So when they said only 1 out of 13, so my rating for monetization approval is quite low at the moment, and that's a worry because then that means either I'm at risk of being demonetized, which would actually be a huge problem on my end, or I am just risk of constantly being flagged. But I'm so careful. Like last week's J.K. Rowling one, the reason they claimed that it was demonetized in their review was because it showed nudity or implied nudity. But there was literally no imagery beyond my avatar and text written. And even that text written, and what I said, never came close to talking about genitals, like in that context of exposed or implied exposed genitals. It's just tragic. And I had to try and laugh at that. But then they did most of the This Week at Twitter and Halls of Injustice ones, which I don't even contest, except for one. They genuinely said it was because I was inciting hate. I'm not doing that. So I'm going to tomorrow go through each one and take the image of why their reasons were for it not being monetized and attach it to the thumbnail, because I want to make a video on it and talk about it, because I want to go through each one in turn and prove that not a single one is correct. And I can do that. I can do that easily. Which I think makes for a very interesting video on the main channel, because I get to moan about YouTube being absolutely trash. Because they are. They claim to be fair and just and even, but actually the rules are implemented so unevenly that it just harms me. And I was lucky I got the Nick Ocado video never got flagged for demonetization. Never got flagged. And so that helped a lot last month. My avatar, well, to be fair, my avatar is fully dressed. There's no there's no cleavage, there's no bottom on display, no balls hanging out of my zipper or something, you know. There's nothing profane. You just stopped there on purpose, you dick. Then they'll get you for too much recycled material. Yes, so that's the other concern. I do try and change that up though. This Week at Twitter is probably the one that comes close. Exhibition of Stupid People is different every week. Halls of Injustice, different every week. Content Constable, different every time, when I can be bothered to make them. I think it's a worry to an extent, but I should be okay. As long as I can pay my taxes this year, then we're alright. If I can't, then we have a whole new problem. But I should be alright on that front. I just worry because, yeah, it pushes me. It is my job, and YouTube has recently been striking channels. Striking channels that no, not striking, but revoking monetization, and it's all commentary channels, and I'm a commentary channel. That's a problem, and I don't like that. But that is the, let's say, harsh reality of the position one is putting. Because I had work. Let's not forget here, I had work, and that was taken from me by circumstances beyond my control. Oh, that's very kind of you, Anna. Thank you very much for the €5 donation. F indeed. They demonetized Sinatra's backup. Is that the one he does creepypastas on? Or is that the Sinatra Live channel? I know he has a few. Because he does one that just has readings on it. Yeah, they've got to be so careful with this recycled material thing, because by that definition, if anyone uploads 2 creepypastas, technically that's recycled. I don't know. If they're pushing in the direction that I think they're pushing in, they're alienating a vast swath of creators. Sinatra was doing so well on that channel. It was helping him out. He makes money through Super Chats and Streamlabs and Patreon. Pretty much that's it. And I'm impressed that he's still going, considering the circumstances he's put in. Dankula had his backup, or at least his pasta one's still going. That's monetized. So he's still got that. He could use that as the backup at least. I would say his style does make it hard to monetize because he goes all out on the attack. which is the problem. I try not to. I try desperately not to because I don't want to attack people. I want to just make points. It's actually why I've got to be careful with this Andy Warski one, because he's made a lot of mistakes, yes. But can I show any of the clips of it? No. There's a scene with him and his friends holding a gun out and he's shouting, "Stay back." I can't show that. Nor can I show a video of him setting his nipple on fire. Because it's funny. I can't talk about his drug addiction beyond saying he's a drug addict. I know that people. I mentioned Sinatra had a backup. Dankula has his Dankula 2 Electric Boogaloo channel, which is massive actually, but he got demonetized because of that journalist who was earwigging on other people's conversations via Zoom. Oh, it was added for those they find problematic, was it? Oh, that's just that's trash. That's trash. I think I'm lucky. My politics channel hasn't been hit. Some of the videos do get hit, but I appeal them, and they actually, I'll be honest, very few of those videos get hit. And when they do, I normally win on that channel. But that channel's a lot smaller. The view count is much. I mean, it's a great view count, but obviously because the length of the video, because I don't slap like additional ads or anything like that on it, financially, Moisky Live makes very little money, right? And that's not a bad thing. It's just if I'm putting it in the scope of what I do on YouTube, it's not the one I worry about when it comes to getting demonetized. It's the main channel because that one hurts. The kicker, they still. Oh, for God's sake! Why did they take the money? Because the money's already been earned. The money is already there. They can't. I don't know where in the terms of service it says, you know what's okay? You've earned the money, but we've decided we're keeping it cause. The money's already his. If the payout has already been recognised, the amount that is, you should not have a right to claim it. YouTube has become a Karen. That's actually probably what I'm going to call the video. I might just call the video "YouTube has become a Karen." Thank you, Stina, for the title. Can someone DM that to me on Discord so I can call tomorrow's main channel video "YouTube has become a Karen"? Because they can't. Yeah, see, that's not the problem. Is I, like many, even Sinatra, I'm sure he's looked at this, the terms of service. Nowhere in the terms of service does it say, or in the AdSense program rules, yeah, we can just take your money. By the way, when over Christmas, I did really well because I put up the first Nick Ocado video and it smashed it. I put out 4 exhibitions of stupid people. They were early days though, on Amber and Reed, Foodie Beauty, Onision, and Lanybot. Those did fantastic, right? I put out a few other videos that time that did really well, smashed it basically, and financially I did really well, which was amazing because I got to do some really good things with the family for it. And I was terrified because I'd heard someone got demonetized around that time. And I was terrified that they would take it from me. Until the day it was in my account, I was terrified. When it was in my account, oh boy, I was very happy. I felt relief. And then I was very much aware that, oh geez. Yeah, I'm going to have to pay a lot of tax this year. But that's fine, as long as I stay monetized. Because I don't have to beg them. Because things just happen normally and there's a fluidity to it, and I don't have to then concern myself. I can then focus on comments and interacting with my patrons and not worry at view count. Because it used to be you just worried about the view count because of how much you made from views. Then they changed it. You had to worry about the appeal process. Now you have to worry that you've marked your video correctly and appeal process. That is a genuinely tragic state of things when you're having to worry about every single facet of how you produce your videos. It's not enough that I worry about how good the production quality is. It's now a worry that I have to then worry on top of that I have ticked the correct boxes, most of which would render my video limited from the offset. But then the issue I have is what they determine to be hate. That's the problem for me, because I don't consider what I do hate, but they do. Yeah, see, actually, Semper, that's the problem. That is a massive contradiction and level of hypocrisy. You can't run the ad, but it's okay. The MCN can. Yeah, the major channels that you apparently have stolen content from can. But the money apparently, until you finish the claim, sits in escrow. It doesn't go to them. It sits in escrow. I know this because I've had to do challenges in the past. I did it on the social repose video. But they took so long to sort it out, I decided, screw it, I'm just cutting it out. I told Alex, and he re-recorded the segment for it. And we just went with that. With us then just shading. And that video got approved, which was great. I'm a bit concerned about the Deji one now, because... Deji is just an idiot, that's all he is, right? But there's a problem. YouTube's determination of the word protected class, or words. Deji, he's a black guy. And that's surely, if I'm critical of him, going to get me hassle because I've gone in on someone and they're going to say because of colour of skin, and I'm going to say no, it's not because of that. I've gone in on him because he's an idiot. Hello, Wondering Lisa. I've learnt an inordinate amount of things over the year I've been streaming. Virtually all of my stuff is claimed. I rely on Streamlabs and will never get monetized on my channel. I'm sorry to hear that. I have a channel that I can never monetize because I could never make enough content to do it. Would this be my full-time job? I just can't commit to recording enough. I was meant to have done King Pest for Friday last week. I couldn't. I didn't have the time. And that sucked because I had planned it. I was ready to do it. I had to do some voices for it. I was ready to sit down and try and work them out. And yeah, no, I wasn't able to. I'm lucky that this channel's monetized, by the way, because it really shouldn't be anymore. I don't upload enough here. I don't stream enough here. I stream once a week. The watch time and view count, it will get demonetized eventually, I think. Bye, Anna. Thank you very much for being here and for the incredible generosity earlier. That's very kind of you. If you haven't already, smash like. They are actually, that's a huge thing. Somebody mentioned. I was going through old comments, old videos with new comments on, and there was one about the MC Penny, the Penny. I can't remember what it's called. Just a bunch of very large ladies talking about body positivity. It's a very old video when I had like 1,000 subscribers, and it was the first cartoon avatar I ever had. Arguably my favourite, actually. I really like it. But somebody got really triggered because they thought they heard me drop a bomb in it. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it to see if that is there. If it is, I'm removing the video. Simple as I will private that video straight away. It has 99,000 views, but I don't care. If that word is in there, it goes. Okay, after Chris, yeah, exactly, yeah. That is the same thing here. Someone's assumed my race and assumed that I've dropped the N-bomb. I don't know if I did in this video or not. I will have to go back and watch it. If I did, I might be able to crop it out. But then if I did in one video, it's possible I did in other videos. Again, an assumption on my own race, but I don't care about the race of the person. I care about your actions. It is not the colour of your skin that defines you, but your actions. If your actions are dictated and defined by the colour of your skin, you are one-dimensional. I can see around and through you because of how predictable you are. And Deji is predictable. He's the youngest child acting like a massive brat. And he's always been that way. I know this because I've been a subscriber for a long, long time. So making that content constable will be nice again because it's like Social Repose. It's different from the others. It might have been that video then, Karma, but again, context doesn't matter, as we know, to YouTube, and I can't risk my channel over context. So if it is in that video or in any other video, I'll find it and remove it. Or remove the video. 99,000 views is a lot to lose, especially for a video that still gets views. So yeah, I can't risk that kind of thing, you know. And that is very generous of you, Stina. Thank you very much for the 119 Swedish krona donation. That's very kind of you. Awkwardness intensifies. I think for now, I will go through the videos and find it all out. Tomorrow, I will make that Karen-related video. I'll go through all the tags, and yeah, I will pull every single one of them and attach them to the correct thumbnail as well. And then we can decide ourselves if I did that. No, don't link me. I will find everything. Honestly, I can do that quite easily, in fact. Because I was looking at stuff earlier. It's genuinely something I don't mind doing on my own. Because it's my responsibility as well. I'm not against help, you know that. Just not in this case. I think I need to work it all out. Make sure I know what I'm right about. It's more me protecting myself. You know what I'm like. I think it's just frustrating to be in the position one is in under circumstances. But I get to moan about it tomorrow, and then they can demonetize me for whatever reason they can think of. Even though all I'm going to do is moan about YouTube's system, because they hit other commentary channels. One that did, what was it, gaming? No, he did commentary. Tipper, I think the channel's called. He did some commentary about various things, and now he's stuck to gaming. Although he did make a video, I think, today as well on the cat in the microwave thing. I only saw it because of Alex. I didn't know he had made the video as well. Should be interesting though to sort it out, because I want to stay monetized. You need there are some channels that can get by without being, you know, monetized, like Styx. Grats to the guy for what he's done. Honestly, the guy is so successful on so many platforms. Honestly. But I'm not, so I have to protect the one or two things I have at work, and monetization is very important, sadly. I have 4 kids, so I post on my Twitter. I have a dream that my 4 children grow up in a world where they are not judged the colour of their skin, but the content of their character. Lol. Hello, Banter Bus. Hope you're well, mate. Now, Meg, sing me a bedtime song. I can't sing, sadly. I can't sing. Sorry. But I'll learn just for you. Oh, sorry, another obligatory yawn. Yeah, I'll sort everything out on my end when it comes to presentation as well. I'm always wanting to try and improve anyway. So the Deji video content constable I'm doing it regardless. It's going to happen, but it might, like the 3rd Amberlyn Reed video, might get hit. That video, the Amberlyn one, I think it took a year and a half to get over 100, or was it a year? A year, sorry, to get to 100,000 views. It's now done really well since then in view count, but it makes 0, absolutely 0. It's the only one in the Content Constable series to have to be demonetized. Nick Ocado was for the first, well, 37,000 views, which was a mistake on my part. Enjoy your stream prep and best of luck with your stream, Semper. But you know, the Deji one could be a tricky one. I know that the last 2 haven't done so well compared to the previous ones, but as others have pointed out to me correctly, because the Amber one especially is proof of that, they grow over time regardless, and they do. So I'm sure they'll keep climbing anyway. And Deji, that was the C edition, yes. Although someone did point out there's a quote I make in that video where I said she's only gay because no straight man would knowingly sleep with her. I don't know where that quote is. I need to find it though, because that's such a bad thing to say. I get the point of making it the C edition, but at the same time, that's not a good thing to say at all, because then it implies that someone is saying that you are gay by choice, which is a very dark argument to then start making. And it needs to see it needs to disappear. It's not a good argument to make at all. And yeah, one must learn from those lessons quickly. I need to find. Problem is that video is over an hour long. I don't know where that quote is. Oh, excuse me. I had been asked if I'd ever do like a second one on social repose. The answer is a definite no. Not because of how the video's done, but because there is nothing I can add beyond the Davi vanity stuff. And I'll be honest, there's no point. I think I made my points well enough, and that's what I'd like to do going forward. With Anne Boleyn, Foodie Beauty, Nick Ocado, it was entirely because I left bits out, because I couldn't fit it into the first one, and I'm glad I didn't fit it into one, because in retrospect, though the additional videos really helped my channel, but I don't need to make those on them anymore. Anne Boleyn I kind of want to cover at the end of the year, but only if things turn out well, because I can't make I was going to do a recap on her, but I can't do that if, you know, she's still going through what she's going through now. I can't do that. If she changes, though, it'd be an amazing change and alteration and such a great story to finish, you know? But the... but I'm not going to do that. And Deji, I'm only doing one. And the same applies to... Maybe the Slatterns might get two. I don't know yet. I haven't actually properly looked into them, and I won't until after Deji. And Armored Skeptic is only one. He's only worth one, legitimately, and he's a concerning one because if he responds negatively to the criticism, that could be bad for my channel. So I have to be careful because he's obviously a commentator. He knows how to commentate. He knows how to respond, and so he would debunk any mistake I make, and so I can't afford to make them. Which is why I guess it's lucky I'm starting with Deji and then the Slatterns, because it gives me more time to think about the Armoured Skeptic one. I'll probably postpone it a little bit anyway, because I'm in no real hurry. And who knows, maybe he'll change his way a little bit. But I've already got the thumbnail, so I fully intend on using it regardless. And I'm going to pay for those at the end of this month. They're good. I think it'd be interesting to see how each one plays out, because in reality, the only person that hasn't responded at all to any or acknowledged my videos is Nick Ocado. He's the only one. He's never acknowledged it at all in tweet, in Snapchats, in videos. He's never gone near him. And I get it, because he's got 3 monstrous channels, or 4. He has no need for someone like... He doesn't need to. But think about it. Amber did. She noticed me eventually. Because of Banterbus, oddly enough. Foodie Beauty commented on my video. And then said that it was kind of meh. While saying I had a hot voice. And Social Repose has. I honestly would love to see Deji reply and just take it on the chin. Like a man. And just be take responsibility, right? Sorry, going now. Best of luck to you. And I don't think the Slatterns will, because they're not really that active anymore, are they? But that could be fun, regardless. Damn right. See, I remember Banterbus. I remember because So Psyched had reached out to me because she managed to get her to say it in text form. And that was the first interaction I had with So Psyched. And I was very impressed, actually, because, you know, it takes some real balls to get someone to just say my name. And people wanted it. They wanted this video. And I got it because I said I was going to be a massive dick to somebody. And I don't do that very often, so it's kind of something people enjoy. Nice. But then... sorry. Not long after, I got the message that you'd managed to get her to say my name. And I thought, wow, there's something. I'm not doing that. Frankfurt, though. I want to come down here to here. I want to go to Corsa. You have toast and tea. Nice. I have nothing. I'm very jealous. Right. We're going to go that way. I think. I thought correctly. Oh, wrong one. Screw it. This will do. But yeah, my intention going forward with those content constables is to get them done in one. Because I think also where I've made my mistakes by doing multiple parts, which have benefited me in the long run, doing them in one would be a better idea. I have to draw inspiration from Dankular's Mad Lads, because he's only ever had to go back on one of them. And that's actually better. It really is. He only had to go back on Dragonlord, and that's only because Dragonlord was not really called a Mad Lad in the first video. The first one was actually Purple Aki, or was it General Butt Naked? I think it was General Butt Naked, and he actually called it Mad Lad, but he didn't for the first Dragonlord video. He didn't at all. So going back was kind of a way of making it official that he was a Mad Lad. And that's a big deal to do it. Also, he did miss out a lot. But also really messed up things that happened since the first one, which is just amazing. And I'd like to try and do that more often. So if I can get these right, I won't have to go near them again. I can then... The series itself is a broader and more encompassing series of different types of people reviewing as well. Which is why it was so important that Social Repose do well. Because all the others were mukbangers, and he's not. I don't think he's ever done a mukbang for a video. I don't think he's done one. I think he's been very consistent in his own little hipster way. Someone had mentioned to me that I should have done Gabe and Amy's life journey as them. And I mentioned they lacked the clout, but then in retrospect with the views on the Amy video, maybe it should have been. But she's also a bit of a mukbanger in her own way, so I didn't want to do that at all. And I still quite like the idea. I prefer the idea of doing exhibitions of stupid people on channels I don't think are worth it. For example, I've been working on an exhibition of stupid people for I'm Alex, and I had this joke, and it was the very first joke I wrote down. But it's the one thing that guarantees that video does not get monetized. And it comes from his merch. Because on it, it says Internet Sensation on this bright pink hoodie, which looks fantastic. I'm sure, if it was in Comic Sans, it would look better. The first joke I wrote down was, you are about as much an internet sensation as gonorrhea is a cure for cancer. Which in my head is... yes, that's why I'm trying to walk away from it, Karma, the bigger channels anyway. Because I don't want that to be what defines the channel. I really don't. The Exhibition of Stupid People does fantastic. Right? Does 10k views a week minimum. And except for one. But I'll be honest, that's fine. I think it's because I put Joe Biden on 2 thumbnails in a row. It still does fantastic. And that's great. And there's plenty of stupid to look at. Halls of Injustice does well. This week at Twitter, even that does well. It's a very odd one. The ones I would like to have done better didn't do as well. Like the ones whenever I mentioned those tea videos. Yeah, they didn't do as well in views, but they still did well. And I'm happy with that. It probably didn't help that I shouted, "What is this blasphemy?" into the microphone. But yeah, I made that one joke for Alex, and I'm like, I can't make that joke in the video. I want to. I really do, because I think the joke's hilarious. But then that comes from my own dark sense of humour. And that doesn't work for YouTube because Alex is a protected class. And I've got to be careful because he's a protected class. Oh wait, I need fuel. Okay. But it's also a tradition thing. Also, things that I find funny in video, I put in videos, don't generally make everyone else laugh. So I have to think a bit more carefully about how I approach that video. I'm looking forward to making it because it'll be the next exhibition, individual based one I do after Andy Warski, which I'm excited to do because everyone knows this. I was going to do an entire content constable on him until he nuked his channel. well, not nuked it, but he mucked up so badly. He had a massive fall for grace, and then I realised he had no. It was because of that he lacked the clout, but he does have the right kind of pull for an exhibition of stupid people. I do believe he's the right kind of person for that, and I'm looking forward to making that. I think that'd be fantastic. I just need to actually start making it, because there's a lot to go through, and I still haven't got all the facts. I need to find clips. I want to use the right clips everywhere if I can, and that's going to be a challenge. But I don't obviously can't use too much because Andy's now known for flagging, which is not ideal for someone who once had the values and principles that he had to now have absolutely given them up, foregone the principles he once had, forgo, whatever. He's reneged on his own principles in favour of being principle-less, and that is interesting. And those he associates with are interesting because they're such bad characters. But that's what he does. And I don't mind that because it makes it a very good... I think that's why I also have an edge. I believe I do, because a lot of people go into these kind of videos and they put these opinions out there, or they overcomplicate something that's really simple. Let's take Kilroy. Does anyone remember Kilroy? It was... Hello, Forsaken. Thank you, Yoshi Rabbit, for correcting me. I do appreciate that, and welcome to the stream. Kilroy was meant to be and for those who don't know, Kilroy is a cartoon. I know this because I used to draw that cartoon as a kid. I legitimately have it on pieces of paper in a box under my desk that I've kept from my childhood. It was meant to be a free speech event. Because of the bias from VidCon, people realised the lack of speakers from all political views and backgrounds and communities were not getting a fair chance to speak. And that was the point, so everyone could talk, debates could happen. And Andy was one of the pioneers of this. In fact, I believe he could, take credit for coming up with the idea of it. Along with Dave Cullen, and although she claims to have been a part of this and set it up, no she didn't, based Mama, who took over and then started yeeting people because of their political beliefs, to then say to them, not only does she have a high IQ, but you can have your own event, which was the entire point of Kilroy in the first place. Speakers were being promoted who had never agreed to be there, made to sign ridiculous disclaimers, and Andy Warski realised the anti-SJWs were being exclusionary, so he hosted the very people that they were excluding on his channel. And that's where the alt-right came into prominence on his channel. And I got it, because you kind of burnt the bridge. You know, they burnt that bridge with them, and that Andy went down that path because it gave him no choice. He was right to at the time, because people needed to be able to speak, and you were denying them that platform. You made the anti-SJW community, the skeptics, you made them look like idiots. Not Andy, those who were involved in that event. They absolutely undid all of that. Although they were doing it to themselves anyway, but they did it as well. And that's... Andy was able to get in close with a different community and do well for a while before that fell apart. But that only fell apart because he wasn't in control of his show. But people have made this very complicated. They make it seem like it's a far more difficult event to talk about. It's really not. Andy was meant to be going. He promoted it. And he isn't. It didn't go even. In fact, he and many others mocked it because nobody turned up, because the event cost so much. They hired so much security, and bugger all people turned up for the event. Yet you had people like Jeff Holiday and Monday Matt bragging about this thing and doing 360 camera, 360 camera view stuff, and then you realise actually it meant jack because the camera rendering quality was about 144p. It's not complicated. It was meant to be something good, but it backfired and shut down the very communities that were crying out to speak. Why? Because it turned out the majority of those that claimed to want to be heard actually lacked a spine when it came to the final point, which was to have the discussion with those they disagreed with. Which is why you only ever see like Sargon or Dankula doing this stuff these days. Because they're the only ones that actually have the balls to do it. Or Styx. But since Styx has already put his fork in the road, in the sand, drawn his line in the sand even, there are limitations with him as well. Ah, it's so tragic. Because they claimed to stand for something, but what they ended up looking like were grifters who didn't want to see an end. They only sought out a fight. That's all they wanted. And it's up there with Candid, it's up there with any other time they've proven themselves to be shills. And because of that, they legitimized Andy Warski's decision to work with those within the alt-right, or believed in the alt-right. Because honestly, things like that and Kraut's Discord server thing, that many called gay ops, yeah, that stuff did no one any favours. And it was meant to fight for one cause, but because of how poorly it was implemented, it just made him look, Andy in this case, like he was right. Internet Bloodsports, another pioneer of that, I guess, within the genre that they were in that corner of the internet they inhabited, inevitably fell apart because of ego, and ended up with Andy again looking good because Mr. Vio utterly ruined his application form. Ah, that was tragic. And we never got to see a fight, which was just a piggyback on the KSI Logan Paul draw. So it's not complicated to explain this, any of it. And I think that's where I have that edge, because I generally like to simplify things as much as possible. Because I don't see a point in overcomplicating it. This is what happened. Oh, but you forget the nuance. There is no nuance, because it doesn't change what actually happened, does it? It's still, he didn't turn up. Ah, but his forms, he was okay. He couldn't get... No, shut up. He just didn't turn up, okay? No show to fight. It doesn't matter. Context is very important, but if you can explain the context as simply as possible, then it's equally not important to go into nuance, because you don't need it. I can prove Andy Warski's an idiot with 3 seconds of video. And it's just him awkwardly sitting in silence while other people run his show. The guy was a comedy creative, not a genius, but he had the talent. And now he streams to 500-600 people on DLive, which isn't a criticism because he does well. He gets by, but he had it all, and he threw it away because he made some made some poor decisions and aligned with the wrong people. Now, how to do that without saying to him, also, he's as much an internet sensation as gonorrhea is a cure for cancer. Ah, yeah, that'll be interesting. I'm not wasting that joke anymore. It's not funny the first time, I'm sure, but it was funny in my head, and that's what matters. I've often found, and Magog can agree with this, this vexes me, or that's a man. Those were jokes he didn't intend to be funny. They were just comments he made, but they became the catchphrases he's known for. And with me, it was never a joke I intentionally told that made people laugh. It was always a joke that I unintentionally made that gets people to laugh. And that's great, because it means unintentional humour is good and that there's still something there people find funny. That when I spend half an hour trying to write a joke and it's the one that doesn't get the laugh, I'm a bit deflated. I clearly need to learn to cater my jokes a bit better, which I will learn eventually. For now, I'll settle for the occasional giggle at the odd remark I make. Although I have written some jokes for the Andy Warski video, I do need to make them a bit more America-friendly, because America have a very different sense of humour, and so if I reference American places, the joke might be a bit funnier to my majority audience of Americans, which I think would be perfect. What is going on between you, Stina, and Bantabus? I'm very confused. Has Bantabus said to you yet, do you want pumped? Has he said that? Because it's kind of his thing. Or maybe I've forgotten. I don't know. But yeah, I'll shoot to get the Andy Warski video done for Thursday. If not, then I'll make a different one for this week, and then next week will be Andy Warski, which is fine. Either way, that video is getting made. I'm going to talk to Cog, actually, because I know he's got some of the best clips. He has them. I might ask him if I can have them, and perhaps have a word to work out some context. Because he knows, and he's had debates with Andy Warski, and he's had arguments with Andy Warski, and I've never... oh no, maybe I have once or twice. So I might have been in the VC with him once or twice, but I've never actually been on a live stream with him. I've never really discussed anything. I am an absolute neutral. In fact, I do reference the fact that in one video, in one stream, I would have loved to have gone Warski Live when it was all the commentator channels mostly, but I was unknown at the time, so I never got invited. Although a bunch of channels were up and coming then, they got invited on multiple times. I was a bit salty back then about that, but at the same time I was okay with it because I couldn't commit to going on a stream, and also I didn't have the clout, you know? I don't have the clout for that. I don't have that kind of pull, and so I was just grateful now that I didn't, because I think it would have hurt my channel. And yeah, the other reason I had to reach out to Cog, by the way, for clips, or I'll reach out to him tomorrow anyway about it, is because Andy's stuff is all gone. He's deleted most of it off his channel or privated it or unlisted. It's not visible to me, and I don't like much content in the way of putting likes on it, so I'll never see it in my little saved history of things I've liked. I don't do that because I'm too lazy. But I know people who might have clips. There might be some clip channels that also have what is needed, and that's good, because if they have it, perfect. I haven't even gotten to the more current year stuff. I've literally gotten to Kilroy and IBS and the alt-right, which arguably is the best stuff. The IRL streaming was cringe. I think he got the idea for doing that from Ice Poseidon, which is fine, I guess. It's not really my thing, but I'm not gonna... Who am I to judge what you do for a living? It's just when you have text-to-speech enabled and it shouts, I like knickers, because someone spelled knicker, as in K-N-I-C-K-E-R-S, but text-to-speech doesn't read it as knickers, does it? No, it turns the C-K into G's. And so when you've got text-to-speech enabled for an IRL live stream and your speaker is shouting "I love knickers" over and over again in a very let's say progressive area of Florida, I believe, yeah, people are going to attack you. They're going to attack, and they're going to attack you to the point where you have to use a firearm to get them to back off, which leads to your friend getting arrested. Perfect. It's just cringe. And then he vanished for a while, he comes back, and this is what he does now. He flags people. But I need to get all that down and the timeline written, which is another reason for what I earlier mentioned about the notebook, why I need the remaining pages. Right. I need the remaining pages so I can put it all in one place. Because it's better to have it like that than it is to have it in a messy a way that makes it trickier for me to then function and get it all correct. Because just because I've got the notes down doesn't mean I've got the clips, and the clips are important. It might mean that I have to do this on the weekend. Who knows? I have subjects for next week's exhibition of stupid people, and I could bring those forward to this week if I need to. I'll need to find some more, but we'll see how things go. If by Wednesday I haven't got enough written, then it'll have to be for next week instead. And that's quite alright, because honestly, it'd be worth it. It's nice also to do an individual-based one. I've got plenty of sources on the Chad Daybell stuff. I know some people had put some in my recommended tab on my Discord server, but I've been collecting sources on that for weeks anyway. along with also linking my original videos that I did, the 3 videos I've done so far on that subject. So I've got plenty of sources of the more recent stuff, because it was actually announced 2 days before it was confirmed that it was those 2 children. Others had run with titles that said it was them, but then when you read the article, it never said that at all. And they would cite another article, which I went to, and then it would also say, yeah, no, it's not them, we haven't got confirmation yet. So these articles were dishonest, and I want to talk about that. And that Chad Daybell video will be, and that's an instant demonetized thing, I guess, but it'll be interesting to talk about, because it's a nail in a coffin with him, in the sense of, he was a grave digger, you know damn well he dug those graves, or that grave. And I'm waiting for the court stuff, because I'll sit on it until it's done. I think I'd rather now be in a position where, instead of putting it in position, like Jussie Smollett last week, he lost a case. He lost, though. Yes, okay, there's another case, but that's a different case. I'm not going to talk about Jussie Smollett until the case is done. And I don't think I should talk about Chad Daybell and Laurie Vallow, because they're both in custody. Nothing's going to happen until they go through court. And I'll be honest, they're both going to get sentenced, and they're both going to get absolutely screwed. That's a fact. I know that the son of Daybell has said that his father deserves support. I don't know how, because what you're done for is kind of, yeah, no. I'm still waiting for a court date on Alberto Del Rio. I'm looking forward to that, because these will be long form as well. Again, I can't talk about the nature of the crimes in that one either, though, because that'll get demonetized as well. I like making videos knowing that there isn't any threat of monetization, but at the same time, I think I'll just premiere them, because at least then I get to have a nice conversation with the chat, which is the best thing about the premiere function, I reckon, because people turn up and you get to have a little chat, and it's fantastic. But we'll see how things play out. I might talk to Alex, actually, because I reckon the Laurie Vallow thing and Chad Daybell's story as a whole could become a great true IRL series for video in his series. So I might have a word with him about that after this stream if he's not live. I might give him a message and say, oi, do you want to maybe have a look at this as well when it's all concluded, to do your own true IRL on it? Because I think it would do him some good, and I think he'd enjoy that. Because I know he's got another one coming up, and that's good. I thoroughly enjoyed the Elliot Rogers one, and I love that. So I know that Alex borrowed Mickey for she's a biologist. She took some notes and profiled things, so his manifesto and everything else. And I haven't read the manifesto, by the way. I've never read that manifesto. In fact, all I have to go on is about 20 seconds of watching him on camera, and my first thought was the one I shared with actually I told Mickey earlier, because she offered to send me the notes, was, why would I want to read notes on a closet gay man who had an issue with women? To which she replied, oddly, that's what I thought he was as well, to be honest, or bi. And I thought, no, he has a clear hatred for ladies, a particular type of ladies. He genuinely, his mannerisms and the way he behaves, it's mannerisms and the way he conveys his words over that short, it's just so. No, he's a closet gay man. He really was, and it's tragic that he went down the path he went down, because that was just delusional, and a very, very unique kind of delusional, because he started a trend. Oh, that was tragic. But I've never read the manifesto, and I have no interest in reading it, because I don't need to read that to know the crazy from the 20-second clip I watched of him anyway. I knew he was crazy. I don't need assistance to work that out any further. And I thought his Elliot Rogers video did well. True IRL series is good. I know he puts a lot of time into it, and I'm hoping it will grow over time. I reckon it will. I think. I know he's still losing subs, and I feel sorry for him on that part, but I do think he's finding his audience now. And that, I think, is very important. And it's the best thing for him, because he gets to work on something he enjoys, knowing there's no real worry, no real risk. He's got his Twitch streams as well. As long as he can keep his mental health in check until he gets back to work, provided he can go back to work, then great. If not, then he needs to find things to do to offset that. And hello, Adriano. Hope you're well. Or Adriano. Adriano or Adriano? Please correct me. I do appreciate the correction. But yeah, I generally think that he could do well with the Laurie Vallow, Chad Daybell stuff as well. And that is a pretty long-term story to go through as well. There's a lot to it, and he's put in some quality shifts into the series so far. I have asked him for the mukbang microwave thumbnail that Nestle did for him, because I want to borrow it for Christmas for a few channels I'd like to revisit. It was a lot to go through, yeah. So I put it on in the background. I didn't watch. I listened. I don't need to watch. I just need to hear instead. I see enough, and I don't need to watch. The problem I have is my eyes generally pick up on bits I don't need to see. If I see, I end up just skipping ahead because I draw conclusions a bit too quickly. Wait, what's going on here? Nope. Oh, it's a crash up here. Nice. But yeah, I didn't watch it all the way through. But the true IRL series is good, and I reckon it will do him in the long run some good too. As long as he doesn't get sucked into another community. I try and stay away from communities other than the one I've cultivated on my server. Because I'm just eternally proud of that, genuinely proud of that. Oh, it was... Okay. I know what we'll do. I just noticed. Let us go in here. Yes. Well, we need to go in here anyway, because we haven't actually gone through this petrol station. Good to know. Turn that off. Yeah, we got this. And we'll just stop there. Because we have actually reached the end of the stream. Huh. Impressive. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you to all those lovely people that donated, and for those who smashed like. If you haven't already, please consider doing so. I will be back here on Monday next week. I do apologise it's not more often, but I'm on Twitch tomorrow. Twitch.tv/TheRealOmegon. So I'll see you all later. Bye.